Good morning, good evening, wherever you are across the nation and around the world. This is Deja Brew, and we are waking you up to truth, one sip at a time. Today on Beyond the Veil, we are going deep into the Bermuda Triangle. And I am really excited to hear what everyone has found in the Bermuda Triangle. Ladies, welcome to the panel as usual. And Angela, how about we start with you?
Oh, okay.
I'll just
You
put
never
you on
told
the
me that.
spot.
Okay, so last week, as soon as we finished the recording, that was like a hit for me. The first thing that I saw was, you know how galaxies look, right? Like a spiral that has a lot of stars and whatever. So I saw these three things looking like that, but instead of being obviously a galaxy, was like portals that goes to in the Bermuda Triangle. Well, by your face, you're telling me that I ate something that, and it was odd because I even draw something here. I don't know if you can see. There is one like this, another one here, and another one there. And I didn't realize until days later that actually there were three. I just draw what I saw. Okay.
Do you think they're
So,
stargates?
yes,
Okay.
yes, yes. That's what I felt.
Okay.
Now, going there, that's when things start to turn really interesting. Because I saw a very lush forest. It's sunny. It's sunny down there. Wherever people go there, it's sunny down there. It's a lush forest. Many different animals that we don't see here in this where we are right now. The air is very clean, very clean. I also saw these tall beings walking, but their hair is has a shape like I wouldn't say it's like hair. It is like if it was like a Rastafarian, but not thin dress. No, just like chunks of hair like here. I don't know if you know what I mean. You probably know what I mean exactly. Yeah, I
Okay.
saw them walking. I also saw some of the animals flying in the air. Pyramids, a lot of pyramids. Um, so pyramids, many of them. From outside, they look like ancient. Like some of them, I even saw they have plants coming out of the shape of the pyramids. Okay, like vegetation, let's say. Yeah. I also saw a mist. A mist that is it kind of regulates the ecosystem. A beautiful mist. It stays there very very soft. And I also saw some other structures where these beings go in to kind of help regulate the systems. They has like a panels with a lot of things that they control inside these I won't call it building because they don't look exactly like buildings. Um Lots of water everywhere, waterfall, water everywhere is water. Well, I obviously had to be. um I also feel that at some point before our planet was the same looking as the way how that goes, but near the Bermuda Triangle there are multiple mountains that there are also portals to go down there. And I also saw people trying to get into those portals. Sometimes they send individuals trying to get into the portals. Sometimes they send a group of people with some devices, transportation or something, trying to go into the portals. They know they're there, but they cannot find the portals because they're being guarded. They have guards there. The guards had these gold energy around them. The energy is pretty warm and welcoming. To me, they're welcoming. But for to others, if they have other different purposes, obviously they're not. But also in those mountains, on top of the fact that I saw several entrances, though the same entrances are being used by UFOs to come in and out the mountain, and also some other caves on those mountains, they have a lot of stalactites. I think that's the way how you say it, right? Stalactites, right? So in the caves, the stalactites are really thick. They look like a regular cave. From outside, you can say that they are dark, but as soon as you go in, eventually you see guards inside the cave guarding these portal. They will tell you you can cross the portal, but we're not gonna help you come back out. So you can go, but we're not gonna help you come back out. So you gotta figure it out how to come back out here. You can feel it with your hand, but I didn't went down there. So in those mountains, they're not exactly mountains. They're full of portals. They're like an illusion. Like these guys as a mountain. That's what they are. They're not fully mountains, but from outside they look gorgeous. Just okay. So the stalactite caves, they're full of minerals that they're also present underneath there. They haven't been studied yet, but if somebody study the stalactite caves, they're gonna find minerals that haven't been found on Earth. That's what I saw. And then after that, I saw a pyramid, but this particular pyramid is probably the biggest of all the pyramids. It doesn't have vegetation outside. It's like a black pyramid. And there is there is a I saw their sun that goes behind the pyramid every day. I don't know what is the meaning because it was pretty obvious seeing the sun going behind that particular pyramid, which is like a black color from the outside. Oh, okay. Some of the people that goes to those mountains to see if they can find the way how to go in, they feel some anomalies because obviously it's not a mountain. And some of them feel it pretty good, big time down there. Okay. From the people that have been going to those mountains, they have actually seen some of those beings and communicate with them. They keep it as a secret for some reason. I feel that some of those people that they communicate with them, they have probably been healed from something. So that's the reason why they don't spoke about it. There is more than one civilization down there. So the first one that I saw is the one that I mentioned that had the hair looking different here. But and then I saw another one. I don't see their faces. Their feet are like, I don't know if someone here knows some particular frogs that they're very colorful from Brazil and and some of those places that their feet at the front and the back, they look like this, but obviously as a frog where these beings' feet looks like that. The tip of their toe is kind of reddish.
Kind of like a tree frog.
Their feet look like that. Hands also looks like that, but I couldn't see their face. Some of the people that have entered the Bermuda Triangle on the portal that they go in, they don't wish to come back. I got that. Oh, because it's gorgeous down there. So who wants to come back? Who wants to come back? So yeah. So that's what I saw.
That's awesome.
Oh, yeah.
I can't wait to share my part.
I saw a lot
So
of things
cool.
this time.
You did. Very good.
Yeah.
And some were very similar to mine, and some of mine and yours will make sense together. So
Okay,
very
so
cool.
I want to know, yeah.
Very cool. Jen, how about you go next?
All righty. So, I saw pyramids under the ocean. I saw 3 of them. And then I saw this like energy spiraling around them. Then I saw a light shining from under the water. And then kind of I got intuitively underwater ET base. But then this is where it gets good. I saw the ocean floor opening up, like transporting something. And then it kind of hit me that I think Antarctica is connected. Whatever is opening under the ocean is literally a gateway to get to these bases in Antarctica and all the other ones, like the one in Alaska that we did last week. I saw a massive underwater tunnel system, and I tried to draw it. I'm not an artist. I don't know if y'all can see that, but that's what I saw.
Mhm.
And it kind of got me thinking, we've heard about those mysterious people that vanish. What if they didn't vanish? What if they're being transferred to? I believe that there's land beyond the ice wall that's hidden from us. Well, what if these people chose to go there and they didn't really vanish? They just dipped out to go to this beautiful, luxurious world that you were talking about, Angela.
Well, it makes sense. It makes sense
Yeah.
because it's beautiful. It's like Earth, but the other side.
Earth 2.0.
Earth 2.5, I'll say.
Yes,
2.5, yeah.
So that's pretty much what I got. Yeah.
Well, as usual, it's going to match up to everything.
Always does.
And you're always like, that's all I got. But yet you have so much. So, Missy, because she said spirals and things, you're going to go next.
Okay. So I started off with I was in bed and I was like just saying, show me what I need to see in the Bermuda Triangle. And I just kept saying it over and over and over again. And all of a sudden I started seeing these like white spots pop up in my vision. And they would be way back in the distance, but they kept getting closer and closer and closer. And then all of a sudden, it was right in front of my face, and it was a tall white being. It had like slanted eyes, and it looked human, but it had a little bit bigger of a head, but not like a cone head, or it wasn't really like out of shape, but it was different. And then their chin was a lot like ours, but a little bit smaller, but not as small as like what the gray beings have. It wasn't that small. It was just a little bit smaller than ours. And that's all I got for that night. And then so I just kept.
Might I just add to that your beings are what I call the custodians. Or well, they call themselves the custodians. But that's what they look like.
Well, they tripped me out. Because I ain't never had like one come right in my face.
Yeah.
But So the next couple nights, I got like, I was seeing like, when you said spirals, I was seeing like lights, and like it was like when you hold a string up and you twist the string and it does that little spirally thing. That's what I was seeing that, and I was seeing light going through and swirling, and different colors. I know it's going to sound crazy because it seems like everything we do connects to Atlantis, but I think this connects to Atlantis as well.
Oh yeah.
I've seen underwater. I've seen these like crystal pillars. There was like a crystal pillar. I don't know if it wasn't a building or anything like that. It was just like a structure. It may have been like electric field, like for electricity, because it was like I seen like little lightning bolts and stuff going through. And it's set on this, I don't want to say it's the ocean floor, but it was like would you call it, a pedestal maybe, or something like that. It set on it, and it kind of like floated. It like wasn't connected to the ground, but yet it was stationary, but it was on this thing that just kind of like floated around, like it moved around. Um, let's see. But the crystal pillar, it was like reflected light and all that. So I kind of think that was energy. And then I think I just repeated that. Let's see.
Can I ask,
Yeah.
what do you think the purpose of your floating thing was?
I think it moved, and like kind of like when Jen said it, it made sense to me. Like maybe it was like a doorway, and like it moved over, and then it moved back. I like, you know how she said she thinks the bottom of the floor opens up, so maybe that's what it is. But I never thought about that until she said that. Yes,
Could it maybe be a stargate?
a pillar, I
The
guess.
thing that floated, the flat thing that floated,
Oh, I guess it could be.
that was in the floor or above the floor,
I guess
whatever.
it could be.
You know what I mean? Like a moon pool, but the iris is shut, maybe?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I think
Interesting.
yeah. But it was really weird. It was just kind of like moving like around and stuff. Um, let's see. Okay, I think that's it. Let's see.
I
I got the
forgot two more
eyes, the
things
slanted eyes.
actually.
Go ahead.
Okay, so I saw that was days later, a bird that looks like a phoenix bird. It
A
was
bird?
huge. Yeah, the wings, and I always see him flying, but for some reason, always show me these massive wings. But it was like the phoenix, from mythology. And the last thing that I saw was a dragon. A dragon, and the dragon, the dragon wanna be seen, let me tell you. The dragon, I see the face, everything. What is very distinctive was the tail. Always show me a lot of the tail that has these reddish, orange, um,
Feathers.
how you say it, kid? Like
Are they feathers?
not exactly like Avatar movie. You know how the lights move on the air, but his tail was like that, like
Okay.
the optic fiber.
Right. Fiber optics.
Fiber optic,
Yeah.
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 Red, orange, and very little blue, but there was I love it. Like it was fascinating.
That's interesting.
Yeah, that was the
Not
last
that I
thing.
saw, not that I saw dragons, but I got connections to Merlin.
Oh,
And Merlin had dragons.
Oh,
holy shit.
Very cool. Very cool. Okay, so Missy was talking about pillars, And I actually saw crystals like that.
That's what it looked like.
Okay, that's what I wanted to know because that's what I saw, but they were huge.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like standing on the ground by themselves, huge. And I would call that a pillar.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Or an obelisk, which is actually what I wrote down.
Mm-hmm.
An obelisk made of crystal, more than one. Very tall obelisk crystals. And I saw a black pyramid. I saw many, many pyramids, but
Yes.
one was bigger than the rest,
Uh-huh.
and it was black.
Black. Yeah.
And inside of it, in the center, was a round black ball that hovered. So interesting that Missy sees some flat platform that hovers because I saw a round sphere, a black sphere, very big, that hovered in the center of the room, the center of the pyramid. And I even drew a picture of it because it has tridents on each
Oh,
side of it,
wow.
Mm-hmm.
like great big golden trident staffs.
Wow.
And then there's some kind of like golden cradle thing that connects the two trident staffs, and the ball hovers above the cradle. And this is some kind of power, right? Some kind of power. That's all I kept getting was that it's power, like big power. And then I was told that the pyramid only activates when it's aligned with a specific star system on an equinox or a solstice.
What?
And that this is the same for all gates, all the natural gates. They activate when their particular alignment is in align with some specific star during an equinox or a solstice. That's what activates the natural gate. So it's not always active. And that's why occasionally people can go across the Bermuda Triangle and be unharmed, while other times you go poof because it's active in that moment. I did see other smaller gates around it, portals, if you will, which is something I teach in my class, is how to locate the portals and the vortices and then the gates themselves. I was shown that this particular gate is guarded, if you will, by other beings, not anybody from Earth, and that they don't let Earthlings in unless they want you there. So you don't come in uninvited, no matter how hard you try. And that was a clear message. And Angela basically got the same thing, just in different language.
Yeah.
No matter how hard you try.
Yeah.
And if you really want to try real hard and get through, well, we're not helping you get the hell back out.
That was very
that's on you, because we didn't invite your ass.
Yeah.
So you figure it out, basically, is the way I got it. I also got that there were very large black blocks or boxes that were some type of technology, some type of power generators or something. And they were lined along what looked like a road. And so I wonder if Bimini Road is near there or in the Bermuda Triangle area, because it reminded me of that, because it's underwater, mind you. But they're all along this road, and they are some type of power source.
I saw that. So that makes sense to me. Yeah, I saw
that. Did you see that?
Yes, I see that. I see them walking. It's made out of like stones that you link together that you buy on Home Depot or whatever. Like that.
Yeah.
That's how it look. That's exactly how it look.
The best I could have thought to explain it was like a dovetail. Right? Like how wood can be dovetailed.
Yeah.
Where it fits together like a puzzle and there's no cracks. That's the way they were linked up.
Yeah.
Yeah. So cool. So cool. I was also shown that there are 3 main purposes for this specific area, that it has healing chambers, the big power source, and the stargate activator, which is a whole separate power source. And maybe that's this big round ball. I don't know. I also heard the word Phoenician over and over in everything I was being shown. Phoenician, Phoenician, Phoenician. And Phoenicians are connected to Atlanteans, interestingly enough. And I also heard returning, returning, returning 3 times. I heard it returning. I'm assuming they're coming back. I was shown there's 2 types of beings, the ones that look like the Phoenician type or tribal, and then an aquatic being. Aquatic. And it's interesting that you describe people with frog feet because I saw the Tritons, right? The Tritons, which is Poseidon, and he was king of the sea, right? He was the god of the sea.
Wow.
So he was like a giant mermaid dude, right? Aquatic. So weird. Weird there.
Wow.
And I got a very vivid message that had nothing really to do with the Bermuda Triangle other than this artifact is there being hidden. And it is a teardrop shaped ruby that, when laid between the paws of the Sphinx, will activate the gate in Egypt.
Whoa.
And that's when I got the Merlin connection. Like it's Merlin's ruby, or Merlin hid it there, something. But there is it's like ginormous. It's this big of a ruby. It's a huge ruby. But there's like some kind of fitting in between the paws that it was set in that activates the gate to make the gate turn on. The stargate. I was also shown a supergate that all of these different gates are connected to each other, much like I think Angela said that, and maybe Missy too. That you can go from one to the other, like somehow underground, but not. If that makes sense, is what I was shown. But that they are all connected to this great big supergate that's just fixed in a position in space where you can go to like other dimensions or other solar systems or whatever. Like it can take you all kinds of places. So these gates down here are localized for Earth locations that are all connected to each other like that. And then they each, I guess all of them so far, right, have like a stargate where you can go out into the stars. And that gate will take you to that super gate where you can go to like wherever. Go and vacate. Which I can't even like fathom. I can't wrap my brain around like all the possibilities that I was shown in where we could go. What else? Oh, I was also told that the Everglades of Florida are like the edge remnants of this civilization that's in the Bermuda Triangle and on the ocean floor. And that even though we see it as being underwater, there's some type of barrier around it, some type of, I think Angela said mist. For me, it looked more like a globe, like it was inside of a snow globe, right? Where there's like a protective barrier around it in the main area.
Like some type of firmament type thing?
Yeah, like a firmament or an energy field.
Oh, that's cool.
Around
that
the
makes
biggest
sense, though.
pyramid, the Black Pyramid, has this energy field around it to protect it. So it doesn't have, like Angela said, she saw plant life growing out of the other pyramids and structures that were there. And I saw that too, right? And then this one main Black Pyramid, it's like pristine because it has this chamber over it, this invisible like force field or something that protects it from the water, I guess, right? The water and the algae and the plant life and all of that.
Yeah.
That happens. So pretty cool. And I was told that the beings that operate there are the creators and the builders of this specific place, but they are also the builders of many other places. And then I got that Atlantean feel again, like they had more than one city, if you will, all over the world, where they had traveled the entire globe and like colonized or whatever. So that's what I got. Oh,
Wow.
and also there's side note, there's 4 main UFO bases on planet Earth that are only run by alien beings that connect to that supergate that's in space. And I actually just found verifiable CIA remote viewing information today that says that there is a supergate hanging in space. So I love it when synchronicity just brings it all in, you know?
Oh, hell yeah.
I love how that fits together.
That's incredible. That's
So
incredible.
I think it's just absolutely incredible how we always do this, right? We all get our own stuff, we all see our own things, and like Jen, she just like, that's all I have. But it's so much. Right? It's really so
We
much.
did it again, ladies. We did it
Did
again.
it again. It's incredible. And it always links back to like our origin story, right? Atlanteans and who we're supposed to be leveling up to be now. And I just think it's incredible. I love it. I love this journey.
It is. It's beautiful.
Like it's when I was writing all this, it took me a week. At some point I was like, wow. Because you start understanding things. For example, the mist thing that I saw that mist, but I only saw in one part of that place. I kind of felt there was probably hidden something because I saw the rest of the water, but the rest of the water doesn't have that particular mist, if you understand what I mean.
Mm-hmm.
The Black Pyramid, and then when you mentioned, Kelly, the stars, the sun, it makes sense because I'm seeing the sun going down many times, and I'm like, what is the point with the sun
Right.
going?
You kept seeing the sun. The sun is a
Yes.
star, and it was signifying alignment.
Alignment.
Yeah.
And I'm like, wow, why the sun had to go down? What's the thing with the sun? And when I saw the Black Pyramid, I don't see that Black Pyramid on the ground. No. It just showed me the Black Pyramid, but nothing around the Black Pyramid. The other pyramids, well, I'm assuming they have their own function, but that one was different. Different color, different kind of structure, but it's still a pyramid. And I think it was Missy who mentioned, or you, Jennifer, this building, or no, was like what do you draw?
It was like, okay, well, this is what I drew.
Mm-hmm.
And it was like the ocean floor, like it looked like it opened up into a bunch of different little openings. And I'm thinking that they're all portals or gateways to all these other bases. I think portals to freaking what's behind the ice wall in Antarctica.
Because one of your drawings looks like the building that I saw. They had like places where they control something.
Okay.
Control panel something. It's almost like that.
Okay.
But that one didn't have. Again, they show me that, but I don't see the base. Like I don't know where we're standing. So
yeah.
It was a lot.
Yeah.
See, I want to know what we got to do to get an invitation to go visit this place.
Right.
Well,
because we all want to take a field trip.
Maybe we want to send an email or something.
I'm going to send a telepathic email.
There you go. Put in our request to visit.
Yes.
Those guys don't want much to do with that. You can go, but I'm not helping you coming back out. Pretty straightforward. I'm not helping. I put my hand into it, and you feel your hand going through something, but
Whoa.
you
That
do
sounds like
feel.
a portal to me. Yeah.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
is a portal.
totally.
Mhm.
Totally.
Actually, I don't remember which movie it is. They had that you can put your hand into something and you pass through it. So I did put my hand there, but okay, never mind.
Yeah.
You doing your job?
No, thank you. I'm not going.
No. You can go, but I'm not gonna help you come back out. Anyway. I would love to.
Missy, what do you think?
I just think it's amazing that we all have our different points of view, but they all fit together like pieces of the puzzle, and it makes a complete story. And I love the fact that what we've been doing here lately, it seems everything we've done, it connects to something else.
Mhm.
Like the picture gets bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. And one of these days, ladies, we're going to crack it wide open. We're going
Yes,
to know
we
the
are.
truth.
Yes.
We're going to know the truth.
100%, because we are definitely piercing beyond the veil. And
Yes.
yeah, speaking of that, our next target is unearthly.
And it's what?
Unearthly. We're going to Mars.
Ooh,
Oh
Oh
my.
shit.
little green men.
Wow.
We are going to leave the Earth and go to Mars and see what's up with that base and then pyramids and who did it and if they're still there, all that good stuff.
Nice.
I think they are.
I know nothing about any of that. I'm gonna go into it blind, like I have been with everything else.
Yeah.
You don't know about the face on Mars?
Mm-mm.
First time I hear that.
Oh, you have to at least look at the picture because
Okay.
you will definitely get psychic hits off of that.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, just type in face on Mars.
Will do.
It's incredible.
Never heard. I never heard much about Mars actually. About the moon, yeah, and but
Oh,
no.
wow. They've been sending back some pictures of Mars lately that makes it look completely different than what we were ever told that it looked like. It's always been described as the red planet. It's beautiful. It's not red. It's beautiful.
Mm.
It's absolutely beautiful. You can tell it's been through something, but
Yeah.
it's still beautiful. Like
Wow.
incredible photos that are coming back from the whatever the thing is that's flying around taking its picture, that NASA has.
Yeah.
Is it the Hubble?
I don't put a whole lot
No,
of faith in NASA.
no, the Hubble looks way far out there
Right.
further. Well, I mean, I understand what you mean there, Jen, but we are finally getting some good pictures of that, even though they won't give us good ones of 3-Eye Atlas.
Mm.
Yeah.
Mm.
They're
That's
totally,
interesting.
they're totally giving us some crap pictures compared to what we could get.
Yeah.
Amateur astronomers are getting better photos than they are.
Yeah,
Oh
you
yeah.
know they got some good ones.
Yeah, and that's our taxpayer money that paid for those instruments, so we should be able to get the pics.
Yeah, because they're basically our photos.
That's right, we own that shit.
Okay. I'm gonna get on
People
the phone
start
with
to say
NASA and be
that
like,
just
give us back our photos.
Right?
yeah.
What was that, Angela?
People are saying exactly that. They should show the real pictures because it's ridiculous what they're showing. Like it's blurry and
Blurry little spot.
nah,
Yeah,
nah.
yeah. And a strange little side note here, talking about 3-Eye Atlas, it's headed toward Jupiter.
Mhm.
Did any of you ever learn in school that Jupiter has its own radiation belt, like the
No.
sun?
Mm-mm.
No, but it does. And the closer 3-Eye Atlas gets to it, the more it's reactive.
What?
Why would Jupiter have its own radiation belt if it's just a little old planet?
Mm.
Yeah.
Things that make you
Fascinating.
go, hmm.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. I got a whole
100%.
soapbox moment for that stuff.
I love
Because
your soapbox moment.
you can put like I forget 1,000 Earths inside of Jupiter. It's so freaking big.
It's huge.
Yeah. I don't think it's a planet. I have reason to believe it's our trinary star.
Okay.
It's the baby. It's the baby.
And it's that big.
And it's that big. But it's the baby. And ours is the, middle child. The unruly middle child right now. And the big brother is lurking near us. I really feel like it is. Like, I'm a firm believer in this second star out there. Sumerians wrote about it. Egyptians wrote about it. The Mayans wrote about it. And like Sitchin, when he was trying to decipher the Sumerian stuff, he's like, oh, look, it's showing a ninth planet in our solar system. I disagree. I think it's showing that they came from our second star that has 9 planets that orbit around it. That's what I think it was showing. I think Nibiru is part of that star system. It just hangs out way out there beyond the Oort cloud most of the time, and we don't know. We don't see it. But it's in the same region that 3i Atlas came from. So
Fascinating.
Yeah. I really truly think that we have a dwarf star out there that we just can't see. I think that explains the perturbation of Jupiter and Saturn and Uranus, Neptune. So there has to be something bigger than Jupiter out there to make them wobble, because he's the big guy.
Yeah.
He's like Baby Huey out there among all them other planets, right? The cartoon Baby Huey. So there's got to be something bigger than him making him do his wobble.
Oh yeah.
Anyway, that's all I got, and it has nothing to do with with our Bermuda Triangle. I mean, maybe it does. Maybe they are all connected.
It probably does.
Probably, yeah.
We're gonna find out.
That won't surprise me.
Apparently, we are going to find out with that returning thing. And I'm like, who's coming back? Who is it? Is it them Ananukis? Because I don't know if I trust them mofos yet.
Yeah.
I'm still on the fence about all that. Need some clarity. Give some clarity on these Ananukis. I know, it's Anunnaki.
I like the way you say it better.
Anunnaki, because they might nuke our ass. We don't know.
They might. I don't think they will, but they might. They could.
We don't know if they're coming in guns ablazing or, bow down, I am your lord. We don't know what they're going to do. We don't know.
Yeah.
Come in peace.
I come in peace, like the B movie. Nah, I don't trust that shit. If that's the first thing out of any alien's mouth, I don't trust it.
I'm shooting.
Yeah.
Right? Shoot first, ask questions later. If you tell me you come in peace, because we saw the movie.
Yeah.
Yep.
We knows what's happening when they say they come in peace. Next thing you know, you're their lunch.
Yeah. Getting sold to the Lizzie people.
That's right. It's the Lizzie people.
Uh-huh.
We don't trust the Lizzie people.
That was such a good movie. I love that show.
It was a good movie.
It was scary back then.
Yeah. I loved the chick that played the Queen Lizzie people, whatever her name is.
Yeah, I don't remember.
She did great. Yeah. She fit the part good. All right. Well, that concludes our show for the day. And next week, instead of shooting for the moon, we're shooting for Mars.
I like it. I like it.
We're headed into outer space. All right.
Let's do it.
I can't wait to see what we find.
I know, right? Mwah.
Yes.
Thank you all for watching.
Bye-bye.
Be well and be blessed. We hope you had a great Christmas, and we'll see you next week.
Bye.